What's up, YouTube? Fitness Phenom. 10 by 10 pulls. So 10 pull-ups every minute on a minute. 10 minutes. Ideally unbroken or as unbroken as possible. Just hit this with my boy Christian. Out here, let's get it. We're about to hit dips next, but 100 pull-ups under 10 minutes. Strict form. Let's get it. Let's level up, baby. Let's work. What's up, YouTube? Eric here, coming to you guys with another calisthenics video. This one is a pull-up video, 100 reps, pull-up endurance. It is an EMOM, so every minute on the minute for 10 minutes where we perform 10 pull-ups. So 10 pull-ups every minute on the minute for 10 minutes. That's a total of 100 reps in essentially those 10 minutes. I'm doing it at the gym with my boy Christian. We're getting it in. Let's talk about form a little bit before I get started here. So full range of motion, as you saw with those reps, where you start with your arms fully extended. You pull up, get your chin over the bar, and then you come back down with your arms fully extended. So no partial reps, competition style, essentially full range of motion, where you recruit those muscle fibers, working the lats, working the biceps, working the forearms, obviously working the grip anytime you pull, and working the movement as it should be done. So that was minute number 1 there, so we got 10 reps in. Clock is there on the left hand side, rep count is going to be on the right hand side. And here we start fully extended again, pulling up, chin over the bar. And I like this one because there's essentially minimal rest. You're on a clock. You're not messing around, not walking around, not getting water. Strictly working, getting these reps in, and getting essentially enough rest to basically recover to get your next set of 10 in. And as always, as mentioned before, the focus here, obviously, muscular endurance, specifically for pull-ups, so getting your pulling endurance up, increasing that, getting stronger with your pull-ups as time goes by, getting pull-ups in while under fatigue, as you guys will see, which is obviously going to help your numbers, it's going to help to increase your numbers. And then just practicing the movement itself, right? Strength is a skill. Pull-ups are no different. Calisthenics is no different. So working that skill of a pull-up, essentially perfecting that skill and becoming better at it. Alright, so this was done as a finisher at the end of the workout. I did some pulls and some rows beforehand, some pendlay rows, and then finished my pulling session here with 100 reps, 100 pull-ups. Now this can be done with essentially any movement really, but when we're talking about calisthenics, you can do push-ups, you can do dips, you can do squats, you can do a variation of them, or a combination of them rather, as you've seen me do on this channel. Here's set number 4 here, full range, getting that chin over the bar. Christian's getting it in as well. And I'm staying pretty consistent, not only with form, but how long my reps are taking, around 12-13 seconds or so. Obviously, as time goes by, during the later rounds, it'll slow down a little bit. Now, the goal was to go unbroken, meaning without stopping, without breaking it up, doing 10 straight. But once I feel like I'm breaking down in form, or once I feel like I have to kip or use my legs, or have to use my hips in any way, shape, or form, or use momentum to get my chin over the bar or to get that pull-up, then I immediately stop, shake it out, and then get back on the bar. I want to recruit the lats, make sure the lats are working, keeping that core tight. I want to recruit the biceps. And again, obviously with any pulling movement or motion, you are also working your forearms and your grip. So we're halfway through, 50 reps in, halfway through the 10-minute EMOM. Feeling pumped, as you can see. Blood is flowing, getting that vascularity, but increasing that fitness overall. And I like to do these again with other movements as well. I've done them in my channel with dips. I've done it with push-ups. I've done 30 push-up EMOMs. I've done the impossible EMOM. If you haven't seen that, check that out on my channel. The 25 push-ups and the 25 squats every minute on the minute for 10 minutes. You can do the pull-ups. You can do it with muscle-ups. And of course you can mix and match and have fun with it. Endless variations, endless ways to get fit using calisthenics. Now I wouldn't recommend to only train EMOMs. This shouldn't be your only style of training. You still want to get your traditional sets and reps in. You want to get your weighted reps in for those of you who are able to do weighted calisthenics, weighted pull-ups, weighted dips for strength. You want to get workouts in, like a chipper, a 50, 40, 30, 20, 10. But EMOMs are a great way to basically be on a clock, not think about anything, just get those reps in, and essentially get enough recovery time to get the following set in. Now, in regards to reps, I chose a number that is challenging but doable. I wanted to finish off with 100 reps. So the 10 by 10, the 10-minute EMOM worked out perfectly for me. But if you have to modify your reps, so if 100 reps is a lot, you know, I just hit 70 here, it can be 70 reps, right? So you can do 7 reps every minute on a minute for 10 minutes. The key is to keep it sustainable. That being said, you also want it to be challenging. So if it's too easy, for example, if I did something like 5 pull-ups every minute on a minute, I probably wouldn't get anything out of it for the most part. You want it to be a challenge. This is round number 8, so I'm breaking it up now. I felt like I had to use my legs a little bit, so I'm going to stop here. But this is a perfect example of keeping it challenging but doable. So I'm still going to finish the 10 reps within the minute. Finishing the workout strong, the way I started. But again, getting that challenge in, because that's what's ultimately going to change you, right? So if it doesn't challenge you, and I like to say this a lot, if it doesn't challenge you, it won't change you. You want to make it challenging. So whether that's 7s, whether that's 5s, whether that's 3, that can even be 1 if you're just getting pull-ups. Right, maybe trying 1 every minute on the minute and get 10 total reps. That would be awesome. If you're really struggling with pull-ups and only have something like 1 rep, you can do something like 1 rep every 2 minutes. So an E2 mom, where you're able to work on your fitness and your endurance at your own level, at your own pace. This is set number 9. Me and Christian broke it up here, but we got the 10 in. Maintaining structural integrity, maintaining good form, maintaining that full range of motion, not using the legs, not using the hips, not bending the knees, not doing anything crazy. Keeping it strict, competition style, as I always do them. just because I believe in it and believe that will make you a better athlete. Now this is my last set. Finishing up that 100, getting the last 10 within that minute. After this, we finished up with some dips. I did not record it. We did 20 dips every minute on the minute for 10, for a total of 200. I've done 25 or 30 in my channel before. That's always a good one to revisit. Finishing up these pulls. And as always, follow me on the gram, Fitness Phenom 21. I'll continue to post my workouts, my lifts, my calisthenics, my journey. Let's level up. Let's get it. 100 done.